Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel here on Shaun Does FM. I hope you are doing well, and today we've got a video which is just a little bit different, with it now not being too far away from Football Manager 2022. I thought we'd do a channel update and run you guys through the saves we're going to be doing here on the channel when the new game does come out. If you're looking forward to any of the saves that I do mention in today's video, then do make sure to go on down below and subscribe to the channel so that you guys are kept up to date when those series do drop, and also turn that notification bell on as well. It is greatly appreciated, as is liking today's video as well. But we're going to run through the saves shortly, but I'll just give a brief update as to how things are going to go this upcoming Football Manager cycle. It's pretty much going to be the same as it has been. I thought we might be moving into a new house by this stage, but unfortunately it's been delayed a little bit, so no chance of that happening anytime soon. It probably would have resulted in a few more regular videos for you guys, but hasn't happened yet, unfortunately. A few delays with building consents and that sort of thing, so that's probably not going to be an issue maybe until really late in this FM cycle, and maybe coming up towards the start of Football Manager 2023 when that eventually does come out, and hopefully by then we might be able to start dipping into things like streaming on Twitch and the likes of that as well. But for this upcoming Football Manager, it's going to be solely here on YouTube, keeping on doing what we've been doing since the start of this year when we did the Hexagon challenge and whatnot. So at the moment we've got 3 saves in the plans for the upcoming Football Manager 2022 game, 1 in the beta and then 2 more in-depth saves once the full game itself does come out. And in terms of the beta, I think it's going to be easier if I show you guys the intro for our beta series. So let's roll that right now.
And it's not too late. No, we lost our purpose, chasing all that surplus. You were all that I need. I feel that we can break free. We can still go back there to a place with no cares. We can turn this ship around. We can turn this ship around all the way back home.
And indeed, we will be taking over Tottenham Hotspur in the beta save. I was tossing up between Tottenham and Arsenal, and in the end I did just favour Tottenham, as they do have Conference League football, so hopefully we can win a trophy in our first season there at Tottenham, and hopefully in the limited time we will have with them in the beta, we might be able to even take them towards glory in the Champions League or the Premier League. But the main goal of that save is going to be to get to know the new game, see how all the new features work, and also I suppose try and win a trophy at Tottenham, as that would be something that would be quite nice to do early on. But that is going to be our beta save, taking over Tottenham, a little bit of time spent in England before we get into the big save here on the channel for Football Manager 2022. Now, I'm going to keep some details about this save hidden, as it's one that I'm still working on a little bit, but the main crux of the save is it is going to be a build a nation save. So we're going to be trying to take the club to glory as well as the rest of the clubs around the nation and try and build up that European coefficient. And we also might dip our toes into international management should the opportunity arise, and we're going to be doing that out of Iceland in a little club based in Husavik called Volsunga, who play down in the 3rd tier of the Icelandic pyramid. It is not going to be easy, as the Iceland rules are a little bit strict. You're only allowed so many non-European players in your squads, but it should be a good challenge for us, and it won't be entirely reliant on us as a club performing well. We can also rely somewhat on the bigger teams who will be set in the top division when we do start that save. But the save is going to be called Husavik Heroes. There's going to be some links to a particular Netflix movie, but you'll see a little bit more about that when that series does drop, when the Football Manager 2022 full game does come out. But that should be a good time. The main save here on the channel for Football Manager 2022, Husavik Heroes with Volsunga. And then off the back of that, the 3rd save which I've got in my head, I'm not entirely locked down on this one yet, but the idea is we're going to do a save working title wise. It's going to be called FMOE. Being a New Zealander, we do love our OEs down here in New Zealand, getting overseas up to the Northern Hemisphere. And I thought it might be a good opportunity to do that in a sort of journeyman save in Football Manager 2022 once we do get as far as we can in that building a nation save. So it will be a journeyman save, and the region I'm planning on doing is mainly focusing on England. I know we're going there for the beta, but it is a region that we haven't really touched on too much here on the channel in the brief time that we have been alive, and I haven't really played too much in England in Football Manager at all since I started playing the game seriously in Football Manager 2020. So I think that would be an interesting thing to do, try and work our way up through the Pyramid of England, but I'm thinking of also adding in a few other UK nations, the likes of Scotland, Wales, Ireland, and potentially Northern Ireland. I don't think the Pyramid and working your way up in those nations would be as interesting on their own, so it might end up being a UK come British Isles Journeyman, where we work our way through from some of those smaller nations and try and work our way up to a big Premier League club and try and take out the Champions League. So I'm still figuring out exactly how that save's going to work, but I think the general idea is we're going to do a British Isles UK Journeyman, probably going to be called FMOE, but I'm working on that. And yeah, we'll try and work our way from a club down towards the bottom of the pyramid in one of those nations and try and get up, probably end up towards the Premier League, but hopefully we'll hop around a bit, be somewhat like the Hexagon challenge, but also a bit more focused on a particular region, and we can bring that save back in future Football Managers and change the region if you guys enjoy that as well. But do let me know down below if you prefer just an English Journeyman, just focusing on England itself, or if you like that idea where we're also going to be trying to integrate Scotland, Wales, Ireland, and as I said, maybe even Northern Ireland into that save. I think it could mix things up just a little bit and might make it a little bit more interesting for you guys. But those are the free saves that I have planned for Football Manager 2022. What we might also do, I'm not entirely sure about this as well, but if we get little gaps, I am considering maybe just coming back to Blue Hell Worldwide, our current save here on the channel, which if you haven't caught, I will leave a link to the playlist in the top right corner. But that is a save that we could come back to, as we haven't quite achieved what we were hoping to in that save after starting it after we finished the Hexagon challenge earlier in this Football Manager cycle. There's still a little bit of work left to do there before I'll be happy with what we do there. So if we get a little bit of time in between saves, I might even come back to that series, but that is if you guys would like me to. So also remember to go down below and let me know if that's an idea that you like, potentially coming back to the Blue Hell Worldwide save and trying to get us to the Premier League in that World Super League database. But that's the plan for Football Manager 2022. We've got the beta with Tottenham, we've got the main save building a nation out of Iceland with Bolsinger from the third tier, and then after that, whenever we feel like we've done what we can do with that build a nation, we'll do a Journeyman save. As I said, let me know down below if you prefer it solely based in England or a more British Isles type of Journeyman. So that's the plans for Football Manager 2022. The free saves and things will not change too much from what you currently see here on the channel presentation wise or anything like that, and I will let you guys know if anything changes in that regard. It will probably be later on in the FM22 cycle and possibly not even until right at the start of FM23. But if you are looking forward to any of those saves, as I said, do remember to go down below, leave a like on the video if you enjoyed this, and also remember to hit that subscribe button and turn that notification bell on so you guys are informed when those new series do drop once the new game does come out, which I believe is about 2.5 weeks away, so not far to go at all. And also, if you want to hang around the channel in the meantime and catch up on either the Hexagon Challenge and Blue Hell Worldwide, that would be greatly appreciated as well. But until the next time I see you, which will be for a Blue Hell Worldwide episode, which is going to be games in the Europa League against Sevilla and in the league against Gremio. We were supposed to have a game against Boca Juniors, but that has been postponed due to an international break coming up, and we've got lots of players away on international duty for that, so having to change the next episode of Blue Hell Worldwide just a little bit because of that. But that's when you will see me next doing some Football Manager 2021 content. But until the next time I see you, thank you very much for watching, keep on keeping on, and I'll see you then. Cheers.